If you've been wondering why are so many people moving to Sacramento in 2026, especially when California has a giant reputation for being crazy expensive, overcrowded, and honestly, just exhausting, you're not alone. And here's the wild part, Sacramento is actually becoming one of the most in-demand places in the entire state. Not because it's a cheap alternative anymore, but because people are realizing something special. Sacramento is what they wanted California to feel like all along.
So today we're breaking down the real reasons thousands of people are packing up and heading to Sacramento, the parts you won't see on Instagram or in the headlines. And stick around because toward the end, we're talking about the #1 shift that's completely reshaping Sacramento's future and why getting here sooner rather than later might be a big deal.
All right, let's start with the big one because whether people want to admit it or not, the cost of living is the #1 reason why Sacramento is exploding right now. We talk to people all the time from the Bay Area and the story is almost exactly the same. I wasn't planning on leaving California, I just couldn't justify spending $1.3 million on a 1,300 square foot home anymore. And then they come here and suddenly they're looking at newer homes, bigger yards, safer communities, actual parking, all at a price that doesn't require a stress ball and 2 side hustles. Now let us paint the picture for you. In 2026, here's what your money actually gets you in Sacramento region. In Rocklin, you can still get a large 4-bedroom, newer construction home in a top-rated school district for $850 to $1.2. In Folsom Ranch, brand new homes with trails, new schools, new parks, $750 to $1.5 million. In Elk Grove, you're in the 600 to 800K range, super livable homes with great neighborhoods. In Lincoln's Liberty or Roseville, West Park, you're probably in the 600 to 800 for big family homes, tons of new communities popping up. And because this region is still one of the few places in California still building aggressively, new construction is basically the secret weapon. We're seeing incentives again, interest rate buydowns, closing cost credits, flex cash, and you're just not getting these kinds of deals in most of California. And listen, value doesn't just mean cheaper, it means more life for the same money. More breathing room, more space to grow, more outdoor access, more home for your family. This is California experience people still want, and Sacramento is one of the last places that still delivers it. But hey, if this is your first time on the channel, we're Lance and Lauren with the Living in Sacramento team, where we make videos all about what it's like living and moving to the greater Sacramento metro region. So if this is your first time to the channel, welcome. If you're wanting to reach out to us or you want more information about moving or living in the greater Sacramento metro, our phone number and information is going to be down in the description and pinned in the chat.
Now, the next reason people are moving here are the jobs and career opportunity. And trust me, Sacramento is not the sleepy government town that people remember. That image is definitely outdated. State jobs are still a huge part of the economy, but what's changed in the last 5 to 10 years is everything around it. You've got major expansions in healthcare. Now, Sacramento is a major healthcare hub. You have pretty much every hospital you can think of here. You've got Kaiser, Sutter, UC Davis Med Center, Shriners, the new Kaiser Med Center going in down at the rail yards. Even though this med center isn't open yet, Kaiser's actually already hiring for it. We've already helped multiple medical professionals move here specifically for the brand new Kaiser at the rail yards. Education is also booming here with top school districts all across the greater Sacramento metro hiring. We also have the brand new Sac State satellite campus being built at Placer One, as well as another Sierra College satellite campus coming soon too. Now, both of those institutions will definitely be hiring in the near future to fill jobs there. Sacramento is also quickly becoming a tech-adjacent research place where there's tons of tech jobs located all across the greater Sacramento metro. You also have construction and skilled trades jobs that are still happening here. And then you also have Aggie Square, which is quietly becoming one of the biggest innovation hubs in Northern California. We also can't ignore remote work. If you're remote and living in the Bay, LA, or San Diego, Sacramento gives you the lifestyle without the grind. We hear this constantly. I'm remote anyway. Why not live somewhere that doesn't drain me? Now here's the secret. Salary to cost of living ratios here are super attractive. You can make a strong income and actually enjoy your life instead of spending it all on rent.
Okay, this is the part that people underestimate the most about Sacramento. Sacramento is one of the easiest places in California to be outdoorsy without even trying to be. Everything is within reach. People think you need to move to Tahoe or San Diego to get an outdoor lifestyle. Sacramento is the perfect little hub for anybody. You want lakes? Boom, Folsom Lake. You've got 2 rivers, tons of lakes that are all within driving distance. 30 miles of paved trails along the American River Parkway, 90 minutes. Wine country, 10 minutes from Elk Grove, 30 minutes from Folsom. And this is what families keep telling us. Our kids are outside more than ever. We're actually doing things on the weekends rather than recovering from our week. The lifestyle upgrade is real. And once people feel it, they stop looking back. Our favorite thing about living here is during the winters, you can get a season pass to one of the ski resorts at Lake Tahoe, and you can be on the mountain in as little as an hour and 15 minutes. During the summer, there are so many different lakes to go to, boating or rivers to go paddleboarding on, and the best thing is no matter what season, there's always something to do outside.
All right, we have to talk about the suburbs because Sacramento suburbs are honestly some of the best in the entire state, not just for families, but for anyone who wants peace, safety, community, and thoughtful city planning. Now think about this: Roseville, Rocklin, Folsom, Elk Grove, these are places people move to, not away from. They aren't just your average suburbs where you still have to drive back to the main city for everything you need. No, those days are over. These are actual cities that have everything you need right at your fingertips. You don't have to leave them for anything, whether you want to go get something to eat, if you need to go to the store, everything is right here in your own hometown. Now let's quickly break down some of our top suburbs. The first one is going to be Roseville, which is the all-arounder, meaning that it has everything. Amazing shopping, where you've got the main mall, the Roseville Galleria. You also have outdoor shopping at the fountains. There are mega parks like Mahaney, Maidu, and Harry Crab. You have super reliable city services, tons of amazing neighborhoods. Then you've got Rocklin, which is known for awesome schools. People move here for education, trails, and that super clean, modern suburban feel. Then you've got Folsom, which is the outdoor runner-up to Lake Tahoe. You've got lakes, rolling hills, trails everywhere, master plan neighborhoods, and super dialed in community vibe. You also have some shopping in Folsom with outdoor shopping at the Palladio. Then you've got Elk Grove, which is another value powerhouse. Think great neighborhoods, tons of new builds, a strong sense of community, and a lot of families relocating from the Bay for affordability and close proximity if you still have to commute back into the Bay or into Sacramento to any one of those hospitals. These suburbs are why people say, I didn't know life could feel this simple. Our suburbs aren't like Southern California, where if you want to go to a restaurant 2 towns over, it's going to take you 2 hours to commute there. Everything here is super easily accessible and easy to get to, and you don't have to plan your whole day around just doing normal outdoor things.
All right, now if you haven't been to Sacramento in a few years, you're going to be shocked at how good the food scene is now. And I know that sounds like something every city says, but Sacramento is different because farm to fork isn't just marketing here. It's literally how this region operates every single day. We're surrounded by some of the richest agricultural land in the entire country. Yolo County, Capay Valley, Placer Farms, you name it. Restaurants here are pulling produce straight from the source. You can taste the freshness every time you go to a restaurant. It's the kind of food where you can take a bite and immediately go, okay, this is not exactly what I'm used to. Restaurants worth talking about, and let's name some real spots that are our favorites, because if you're moving here, these things are going to be the places that are going to be the foundation of you moving to the Sacramento area. First up, and one of my absolute favorite, is going to be Chef's Table in Rocklin. Now this place is small and so good that during peak times it's almost impossible to get into unless you plan ahead. Every dish looks like it belongs out of a magazine cover. It's suburban fine dining at a level that you don't expect until you try it. Then you've got Makuni Sushi, which is basically Sacramento's sushi empire. If you live within 40 miles of Sacramento, heck, we were down in Concord yesterday and there was a Makuni Sushi. Makuni Sushi is going to have places in Roseville, Fair Oaks, Elk Grove, downtown Sacramento, and the crazy part, they're packed every single night, and honestly, it's always fresh and always worth the wait. Now for something a little bit more casual but insanely good, you've got Origami Asian Grill. It's a must, super fresh flavors, smoked pork belly that's absolutely ridiculous, and just a really fun take on fast casual Asian food. And then if you're into burgers, you've got their twist with their sister location, which is called Gami Burger, and it is climbing the charts fast. Korean American fusion house made sauces, crunchiest fries you've ever had, and it's always delicious. Now you got Sacramento's craft beer scene. Now this is definitely going to deserve a moment to talk about, but real talk, breweries in Sacramento's craft beer scene is absolutely underrated until you've experienced it. You've got Knee Deep Brewing up in Auburn, which is absolutely legendary in the IPA world. People travel for their beers. And then there's Moxa in Rocklin, which is honestly might be one of the best breweries in the entire West Coast. Their releases get people lining up out the door, and what I love is that these breweries aren't just all downtown. Every suburb has its own standout spots. Roseville, Rocklin, Folsom, Elk Grove, each has its own little beer culture, and it's fun, it's local, and it's honestly the best part of lifestyle here. The cultural shift is real, and the food isn't just one piece of the puzzle. The culture here has completely evolved. Midtown, downtown, it all has a vibrant feel. Doco around the arena is packed every weekend with concerts, Kings games, rooftop bars, restaurants. There's definitely an energy here that wasn't here 10 years ago, but the best part is you get the excitement without the chaos. You're not spending 45 minutes circling the parking lot in San Francisco. You're not getting elbowed out of brunch like in LA or Portland. You don't need 6 apps and a spreadsheet to plan a date night. And here's the best part. Most people don't expect to have to drive into Sacramento to find good food anymore. The suburbs have developed their own food economies. Roseville, you got everything from high-end dining, sushi, breweries, ramen, steakhouses, the Galleria, the fountains areas. It's all loaded with tons of options. In Folsom, the Palladio has new restaurants popping up constantly, plus a great selection of farm to fork spots and some of the best patio dining in the entire region. Rocklin is even having a little moment of its own as well too, with local restaurants and wine bars, plus the whole Quarry District area is becoming a destination. In Elk Grove, total foodie city. Great ramen, poke bowls, taco spots, new breweries. The diversity down there is absolutely incredible. So if you are somebody who loves great food, great drinks, great atmosphere, whether you're a casual diner or a full-on foodie, Sacramento and the suburbs are all about it.
All right, now another huge reason people move here is life just feels easier. We're not perfect. Traffic does exist, but compared to LA or the Bay Area, compared to San Diego, Sacramento is a breeze, and Sacramento International Airport is definitely elite. You can get in and out without the stress. Parking is simple, lines are short, and it actually feels like it was built for humans and for families. The simplicity hits even harder. Schools are close, parks are everywhere, shopping is accessible, healthcare is nearby, and when people move here, they often say, we had no idea how much stress we were carrying until we got there. That's the Sacramento effect and the reason so many people are moving here. Life is just easier once you're in an awesome city like this that isn't over-impacted and overpopulated.
All right, now let's talk about the weather, because normally most of the time we talk about the heat, but it is freezing freaking cold today. This is one of the biggest questions that we get asked, especially from people coming from the coast or out of state. But yes, Sacramento does get hot. It doesn't look like it today because it's gray and kind of cloudy and foggy, but let's just call it what it is. We have real summers here. We also have some pretty cold winters, apparently, at least what we have. But here's the nuance that most people miss. It's not the Phoenix heat, it's not the Miami humidity, and it's not the LA smog. It's dry, it's predictable, and it's definitely manageable heat. And the trade-off is Sacramento does give you some of the best fall and spring here that I've seen in my entire life, anywhere in California. So let's unpack it first. The summer. When it's hot, it's hot. We're talking, we get stretches of 90 to occasionally the low 100s, but because it's dry, you're not walking outside and getting punched in the face by humidity. You're not sweating through your clothes just by walking to the mailbox, and the region is built for summers here. Nearly every home has AC, and I mean powerful AC. Most homes have covered patios, shaded yards, whole house fans, energy efficient windows, dual pane, all of the things that are much needed, and pools are super common here. So whether you buy a home with a pool or you decide that you want to add one later, or you just want to take advantage of a community option, Roseville, Rocklin, Folsom, they all have aquatic centers, splash pads, and public pools. Elk Grove also has awesome parks with water features, and they have the aquatic center down there as well too. So if you really want to cool off, you've got Folsom Lake, you've got Lake Natoma, you got the American River, the Sacramento River, all within minutes. So you're not just stuck inside all summer. Now, fall in Sacramento is elite. I'm talking 70s, light breezes, crisp mornings, warm afternoons, and sunsets that look like they were painted. Fall is actually one of the reasons why people fall in love with the area. September and October, 2 are the best months of the entire year. You get the perfect mix of the warm weather without the intensity, and all of the outdoor spaces, trails, and patios come alive. So if you're coming from a place that has a real fall like the East Coast or the Midwest, you'll appreciate what Sacramento does. The trees here and the massive color changes are legit. Rocklin, Roseville, Folsom, East Sac, they all get the beautiful oranges and reds in the fall. And it's not just palm trees everywhere. Then winter hits, and let me tell you, winter here is mild. So it's not shoveling snow, but it is freezing today. but it's really only like low 50s. So I know I'm complaining I'm a big baby, but we're not salted driveways. We're not scraping ice off windshields. Every morning we'll get some chilly mornings, high 30s, low 40s, but daytime temps usually bounce back into the low to mid 50s, low 60s. And then you'll get some rain, but not endless weeks of gloom like the Pacific Northwest winters here. Now, if you do want snow, Tahoe's only about 90 minutes away, and you can definitely play in it, come home, dry off, get back into the warm house, all in the same day. And then spring is probably unreal and everything blooms. The weather is about the 60s to 70s, maybe even low 80s, and it feels like the entire region wakes back up. This is where the trails fill up, patios open up, and people start planning lake days. Honestly, if you visit Sacramento in the springtime, it's really hard not to fall in love with the area. So yes, summers are hot, but the other 9 months out of the year, absolutely incredible. Mild winters, gorgeous springs, perfect fall, and endless ways to cool down in the summertime. So Sacramento gives you that full 4-season experience without the harsh extremes.
All right, let's talk about the future, because 2026 is honestly the starting point of Sacramento's next chapter. We're seeing massive growth in ways this area has never experienced before. You've got the Rail Yards project, which alone is one of the largest urban developments in the country. Add in Aggie Square, hospital expansions, new job growth, and master plan communities being built. And suddenly you have a region that isn't just up and coming, it's actually here. So if you're looking at Sacramento right now, you're early. There's still time to get in. There's still affordability. There's still upside here.
All right, now we told you that if you stuck around to the very end, we would tell you exactly who this city is not for. But so we love this city, but obviously Sacramento is not a perfect fit for everyone. So if you need the beach, you're not getting that here. If you want massive nightlife every day of the week, LA or San Diego will still beat us. And if you want to be in the heart of Silicon Valley, the commute from Sacramento to the Bay Area on a daily basis is probably something that you're not going to like. But if you want balance, stability, affordability, outdoor access, family-friendly suburbs, and a city that's growing into its potential, Sacramento is definitely going to check every box.
All right, so we've covered a lot today, from why Sacramento is still the best value in California to the job growth, the outdoor lifestyle, the suburbs, the food scene, the weather, and honestly, the momentum this region is building as we head into 2026. And if you're sitting there thinking, could Sacramento actually be the right move for us? That's exactly why we make these videos, because Sacramento is not just a one-size-fits-all. Roseville feels totally different than Folsom, Rocklin feels different than Elk Grove, and the new construction options alone can change your entire plan.
And this is one of those places where having local guidance actually matters. We help families relocate here every single week, from the Bay Area to Southern California, out of state. And the number one thing we hear from everyone is we had no idea how different each area felt until you actually walked us through it. So if Sacramento is even on your radar for 2026, this is where that phone number pops up. We are the ones that answer every phone call, email, and text message. And we absolutely love it when you guys reach out to us. So give us a phone call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. Or if you would like, go ahead and scan the QR code on the screen and book a one-on-one strategy session. And if you're not ready to book that Zoom call quite yet, go ahead. We have tons of resources. You can download our real estate app. We have different vendors. We have all of our area guides that are located inside of that app. And we try to make it as easy as possible for you guys to understand which area is going to be the best fit for you guys to make that move to Sacramento in 2026.